Meet Alex. Alex has $100 US and he wants to invest it properly. If he puts his money in a bank, he will receive back $105 in a year at the most. However, if he advertises with MarketBot, he can get up to $135 in a month. Looks like Alex wants to know the secret. Everything is very simple. Merchants pay cashback services a commission on sales. Cashback services share the revenue with those who attract new customers. And MarketBot constantly brings in new leads through massive advertising campaigns. Alex funded the MarketBot advertising budget with $100 and then got his share of the sales commission. Now his income is 35% per month and he gets it each day. Are you interested? Just register with the MarketBot. Fund your advertising budget starting with $10. But wait, you don't even have to spend your own money to start because MarketBot will give you $50 to fund your first advertising campaign. You'll start getting income in 48 hours because that's the time needed for an advertisement moderation cycle. Start earning up to $35 per month with AI.marketing. No complications, 24 hours a day. Start now.
Okay, let's go ahead and get started here. I'm going to try to clarify the video for you, try to break this down to a first grade level if I can. First of all, I'd like to say if you're watching this from a computer, you can see the menu that is under the video that you're currently watching. It's best to watch this presentation from a computer, but if you are on a mobile device, this is what it looks like. To access the menu, you'd have to use these three horizontal lines right there to access the menu. I'm going to try to keep this video as brief as possible, but there's a lot of information to cover, a lot of questions to answer, and I have to follow along with my notes at the same time that I'm doing the video, so try to be patient with me, of course. I'd like to also say please take your time and watch the entire video also. You don't want to miss out on this opportunity because you're always in a hurry or you're too busy. I was presented with this about 2 months before I actually got involved because I was given the written presentation down here, and I was just too lazy or consider myself too busy to read the written presentation, and that's why I went ahead and did a video to explain this in layman's terms so that you don't have to sit and read this written presentation for an hour. And also there was a lot of things left out on the written presentation that I've learned since I actually got into the company. But the main thing here is just take your time, slow down. I know you like to see everything that's on YouTube or Craigslist or Facebook, but this is the opportunity that you have been looking for. That being said, let's go ahead and get down to business. First of all, I didn't do a PowerPoint presentation on this because I'm on a new computer and I don't know how to do it yet. So I just have my notes under here, so try to bear with me. First of all, I'd like to say this is affiliate marketing. This is going to be worldwide. This is not just national. For those of you all that can't differentiate between affiliate marketing and network marketing, affiliate marketing is sales, period. That's it. You can choose a product off of Max Bounty, ClickBank, Warriors Plus, JVZoo, doesn't matter. Choose a creative and then you send traffic to that creative. Typically, that's going to cost $40, $50, $60, $75,000 to get started. We're going to use the MarketBot, and you can get started for free. Of course, network marketing, that's what most of you are familiar with. That's also known as referral marketing. That's when you go out and you recruit. You get two that get two. You get three that get three. You're selling, and sales is spelled wrong. It should be S-E-L-L. I know how to spell sell. But that's when you actually go out and you try to sell to your family and friends. You have these network meetings in your home and that sort of stuff. We're not doing network marketing. If there is a network marketing aspect to this, if you choose to do that, but you don't need to recruit. You can do this simply by yourself, and you can actually build a network with nobody but yourself and 9 email addresses and $50 to top up each one of those new accounts that you create. And I'll go over that later. Let's go ahead and get back to my notes here. I don't want to get too wordy here and just be babbling. Also, I'd like to say that this is not a get-rich-quick scheme either, but this is a plan to get rich. I'm going to show you how to do this, how to earn millions of dollars in less than 36 months if you stay with me to the end of the video. Let's go ahead and go over the numbers. That's why most of you are here. I think I have that down here somewhere. Show me the numbers. There we are right there. Now, if you watched the video, you saw that the video was speaking of 35% monthly. In most cases, we're getting more than 35%. 35% is conservative. I'm seeing 52, 57% most of the time. I've seen 72%. So it's higher than 35%, but just to be conservative, we're going to use 35%, and that's the rate of return. And on the video, it was speaking of basically a simple interest, and we're actually going to be doing compounded interest. Compound interest, when you compound monthly, that's going to make you rich very fast. Let's show you the difference here between simple interest and compound interest for those of you all that don't understand that. There it is right there. Simple interest, as the video was saying, let's say you have $100 on what we call your ads balance. At 35% monthly, you're just simply going to earn $35 every month. I mean, that's never going up. At the end of the month, you take the $35 out, put it in your pocket, and spend it. The next month, you get the same thing. It's always going to be $35. But when you're dealing with compound interest, it's what you're going to want to do. After the first month, you'll have that 35, but you put it back into your business so that next month you're compounding off of $135. So each month you see your income is going to go up. And I took screenshots of this, and we're also going to go to the calculator. But let me show you screenshots of what we're talking about here. And let's see, hopefully you can see that here. Let me blow it up here so that everybody can see this, what I'm talking about. Hopefully you can see that. As I was just saying, you start with 100 and you see each month you go up until the end of those 12 months. You're actually at $3,664.42. That's not going to really write home to mother about and say, okay, Ma, I invested $100 and I got $3,600 at the end of the year. That's not going to make you rich. But you don't have to start with 100. You can start with 1,000. You can start with 10,000. You can add $10 every month. I mean, this is just if you put $100 in there and you just come back once per month and just put the $35 profit back over into your principal balance. You can always add more if you want to. But we don't need this one anymore. Let's go ahead and close that one out. Let's go ahead and take a look at the second year. Let's see where I put it here. I have so much stuff open down here. This is the second year. I'm not going to blow it up this time. You see, we already went over the first 12 months. You see at the end of the second year, you're actually at $134,000 on your principal balance. And at this point, you're making almost $35,000 per month. At some point, most of you are going to quit your job or whatever you're doing, probably around month 18 or so after you're making, what, $5,700 per month. That's about 68, almost $70,000 per year. Most people in the United States can live off of $70,000 per year. Most people around the world can live off of $70,000 per year. Let's go ahead and close this one out, and let's take a look at year 3 so that you can see how we got the numbers that are on the header. You see here from the same $100 investment, you're not doing anything but coming back once per month and just simply compounding your money. You see at the end of those 36 months, you're now at $4,920,572 on your principal balance, and you're earning $1.2 million per month. That's where the numbers come from. Now, you don't have to compound monthly. You can actually, let's close this out. I don't think I need this anymore either. Let's close that out. We don't need this anymore. We've gone over that. Let's go over, we don't need this anymore. I'll close some of these things out so it'll make this a little bit easier on myself. Let's go over to calculator.net. And you can follow along with me if you want to compound daily. There's a minimum top up of $10. So that means you would need $900 in your ads balance in order to do that. We're going to start with 365 days. And this point, 35% divided by 35% divided daily is going to be 1.15% daily. That's if you divide 30% into 35. That's where you get that number from. You need at least 900 on your ads balance, because in order to get $10 per day times 1.15, that's $10. And we're not going to put anything into it. We're simply going to calculate that. Now you see, starting with the $900 balance, being able to compound 10% every day at the end of that year, instead of being at 3,036, I think you're going to be somewhere around 50,000. You can scroll down this. You can do this at your own leisure and play with your own investment strategy, your own numbers. You see, you'd be at $58,000 at the end of that period. If you want to see what it's going to be, the numbers are going to start getting crazy here if you're going to be compounding daily. But just to show you what these numbers are, I'm going to go ahead and put 730 in there. That's going to be two years. And we're going to be starting with the 57,550. That's over there. Let's clear the rest of this out. Those are the numbers that are right there. That's where we ended from. No, that's the total interest. Actually, it's 58. Sorry about that. Bear with me here. And I got to get back to my notes here so I don't just start babbling on you here. So let's go ahead and calculate the second year here. This is daily compounding. Of course, it's going to be too much down there to see it, but you can do this at your own leisure. But you see, you'd be at $246 million at the end of 730 periods. That's almost $250 million. And if I put in 700, that's not right. That can't be right. Let's see, present value. That has to be off. But I'm not going to sit here and prolong the video playing with this. You can go back and kind of put your own numbers in there, because that's 2 years, and that just doesn't sound right to go from that. That's not. Let's just. I'm going to digress on that. Put your own numbers in there and go back and play with that at another time. So we put 3 years in there. It's going to be, look at that's not accurate. I'd have to go back and clear the cache out on the computer. But I think the one that I had last time, that's the end of the 3 years, you'd actually be at $250 million, because I've done this before. So I know those numbers are not accurate. Let's go ahead and now get back onto the how do you actually do this. Those are just the numbers. So let's go ahead and start getting to the boring stuff here. How do you actually get those numbers? And let's see, where are we here? We've already covered that. Of course, I know 35% per month may sound like a lot to a lot of you. It sounds like a pipe dream, but it's not. As I said earlier, this is worldwide affiliate marketing. This is not a savings account. This is not stocks or bonds. It's not some sort of Ponzi scheme, that you are going to take money from Sue in order to pay Bob. Bob is finding the products and doing the marketing. Everything is done for you. There's nothing that you have to do. This is an actual business, and it generates verifiable sales internationally. In just a second, I'm going to show you proof here in just of how the sales are actually made, and the sales are actually being made. And just think about it. Who actually gets rich off of a 1% per month savings account? We're in business here, and if you can't make enough money or enough profit margin in a business to cover your expenses and have a worthwhile profit, there's no need to be in business in the first place. But I'm going to digress on that. Let's go ahead and move on here. We went over the numbers, and it says let's go ahead and create an account here so we can go ahead and start explaining. This is the site that we're going to be on. I'm not going to read everything on this site, because you'll be able to read this. You can watch this video. It's different from the video that you've already seen. And simply scroll down. It tells you how everything in there works. It shows you some of the stores that we get the cash back from. And keep in mind, this is international, so if you're in the United States, as most of us are, you don't recognize some of these stores because you don't live in Europe. So of course, you recognize Walmart, McDonald's, KFC, that sort of stuff. And of course, as I said earlier, you don't need to recruit, but if you are a team builder, it does have a network marketing program on the back end of this, which I'm going to go over that for those of you that want to be network marketers also. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and move on to the next question here. Passive income. Yes, it is passive income. You don't need to recruit. No referrals, no employees. That stuff is not necessary. As I just said, if you're a team builder, that's fine. Let's go ahead and create an account here. When you create your account, you want to do it via the INB network, because INB actually is the company that will create your network. If you just want to just come in and just do the 35% per month, you can open your account over here by using just the link up here to sign in. But most of you are going to get an INB account, and you're going to want to go ahead and prove that you're not a human. And believe it or not, some people have problems on logging in and creating an account. That's why I'm adding this in the video. I want to keep this video under 30 minutes if I can. Of course, you have to do the CAPTCHA. You're not an airplane. I hate CAPTCHA as everybody else does. And let's see here. It keeps asking for planes. Did I get all of them that time? Nope. Looks like one more there. And this is just common sense. Once you get to this point, you're going to want to click on register now. Whoever invited you, their code should pop in there. Of course, you're going to put your first name, last name, your correct email address, password, and confirm the password. Click on I am not a bot again, and then it's going to create an account for you. I'm not going to go through all that. That's first grade stuff. You should know how to create an account. I'm just going to log into one of my accounts, and I have several accounts. As I told you, you can create your own network down 9 levels with just yourself and 9 emails and $50 to fund each account. And I'm going to show you why you're going to want to do that here in just a second. But once you log into your INB account, you're going to want to create your AI marketing account clicking on this link here. It's going to come up in Russia. Of course, you just click on the world here that says RU, which is Russian right now. Most of us don't read Russian. And just click on English and change everything over to English. And you're right back over to this site where we were earlier. Now you can go ahead and now create your MarketBot account. You can read through everything. I just went through that web page. Then you want to go over to the sign up. Make sure you use this purple brain looking thing. It looks like an acorn to me, but they call it a brain. I use the Gmail, my Google account, to create my account. When I first started, thought I knew everything, wasn't paying attention, and I did not create my INB account. And I am a team builder. You can't build a team if you use your Google credentials to log in. So make sure you use the purple brain right there. That's important. So you're going to go ahead, you're going to establish your account, and I already have an account, of course, and you're just going to want to follow the direction. You're basically going to go to register, and just the same thing to create your bot account. I'm going to go back here because I already have an account. I'm just going to go to log in, and let's see, I'm not a robot. This is going to take me back to the INB, which this time I actually want to log into my market bot account. So let's see how I do that here. And just bear with me here. And of course, it's going to be slow. This captcha stuff here. I hate captcha as much as the next person. So let's go ahead and log in. And next time, I'm not going to go to create an account. I'm just going to go to log in. Okay, it took me to the market bot this time. This is one of my campaigns here. You see that, well, the average, it has wrong advertising budget in there because the site just came back up recently, and it's showing cash back, and it shows my pending cash back, which that's actually wrong too. But I'll go over that another time. But in order to top up your cash balance, you can actually use the $50 certificate here to get started, and that will start the bot for you, which it should be in there. It's not in here because I've already used it on this account, so of course it's not going to be up there, but you're going to see a $50 certificate up there, and you can simply use that certificate to get started, and it's going to start the bot. But until you actually top up with real money, you're not going to be able to withdraw any of the money. When I first topped up with the certificate on this account, it gave me about 87, and I paid back the 50, which left 37, and then I added another $50, I think, to it, which brought my total ads balance. I think it was like 105 or 106 bucks. You also get a 10% bonus anytime you top up on this thing. So that gives you an additional 10% if you're compounding monthly. If you're compounding weekly or daily, it's going to be a little bit higher than that. Because, as I say, they give you a 10% bonus. If you want to see what your sales are, you can always look at your sales. You see my last sale on this was back July of 16th because the system was down for about a month. It just came back up a day or so ago. That's why all of these numbers are not making any sense right now. A lot of these numbers are going to show pending because these are real sales. When you're dealing with affiliate marketing, there's typically a 30-day money-back guarantee or return type policy. So you're going to be on a net 45. And that's why a lot of people don't get involved in affiliate marketing. First of all, they don't have, let's say, $50,000 to get started, and they can't wait 45, 50, 60 days to get paid. So in this case, the market bot is doing everything for you. If you want to see your sales, you can verify your sales, your percentages, everything is right there. If you click on your marketing, let's say you want to do want to recruit and bring people in, this is where you get a copy of your referral link. I would not use the AI marketing referral link if I were you. I would use the INB referral link, which I'm going to go over these sites in just a second. I'm going to refer back to INB. If you want to see your cash back, they cleared out all of the activations. That's why this thing is off, because it's a new platform that we're on, so the numbers aren't really making any sense. And that's where you would see your cash back. We went over the sales, we went over my marketing. That's where you get your links. If you want to do offline cash back, you can grab certificates here, and you can use your phone to scan it at whatever site. Let's say you want cash back at Walmart. This is where you get it from. The AI assistant right now, I don't think that's actually working yet. You can't pre-order the cards anymore. This platform is not new. It's been around for a long time. All of the cards are gone. You were able to basically get your card. These are real virtual cards. So let's say you have cash back. You say I have $83 in cash back on my card. I could actually spend that money right now. There's a minimum because I use that certificate. There's a $100 minimum. So I'm going to have to wait until the 73 pending actually hits my cash back, which would be 156. So it is actually accurate. The numbers are accurate. It's just if the platform is different. So once it gets up to the 150, I can actually take the 100 off. I'm simply going to put it back over. I'm going to top up, and I'll be able to top up using my balance once that hits $100. So hopefully that makes sense. If it doesn't, just send me an email or call me or something like that. My advertising, what you see, my advertising budget is 50. You always want your robot to say at work. Right now, this robot is off because the system just came back up. So I'm going to have to increase my budget. I'll probably put $10 on there just to get this activated, because if you're a team builder and this shows off, whoever you're bringing in goes in under the person above you that's actually active. So you always want to have this at work. I think that's basically it for this side here. Transfer. If you want to transfer your money, let's say available cash back. I already gave my certificate back, so I don't know why that's in there. And of course, let's see. That's how you would actually do it. As I said, everything is new on here, but once you want to transfer your money, this is where you do it. You can transfer whatever cash back you have in there. You put the amount you want, then it's going to come up and ask you whether or not you want Bitcoin, or if you want to send it to a debit card, a bank account. You send it wherever you want. I don't know what the tasks are, because I don't really go over that stuff too much. You can read through the F&Q if you want to do that. All of the questions, everything is right there. Let's go back. I don't want to make the video too long here, but I do want to show you everything. Of course, if you need support, that is in there. And anytime you want to log out, of course, you just simply hit the log out button. So as I said, some of you may need to watch this a couple of times here before you actually get the gist of what's going on. This is the account that I actually created with the using that Google thing, my Google account. That's why I say you don't want to use the Google, because you can't recruit. And you see on this one, the cash back here is $44, and it's not actually in the card because, as I said, the site just came back up. And you see, I have 82 pending, so I have what, $126 or something on this one. And once it gets up to whatever amount back on the card, actually I'm going to top up and just put it back in there, since I don't really need the money. But it's not at 100 now because, again, I used the certificate. And as I said, if you use that certificate, you're going to be limited. You're going to be having to use $100 for the first top up or your first withdrawal. If you just come in and pay out of pocket 10 or 50 bucks, then you don't have to worry about that $100 minimum. All right, let's go ahead and go out of that, and let's go over to the IMB site. We just went over the IMB marketing. How do you earn? So on the IMB, I'm not going to read through all of this. The main thing that you're going to do is go through table 1. If you are a team builder, this thing goes down 14 levels. When you come in at $50, $100, you're going to be down here at the partner level. And as your sales on your team, when they say sales, they don't mean the sales that the market bot's actually making. They're talking about the sales that you're building your team. It means the top-ups. Yeah, so they should, instead of calling this sales volume, they should call this top-up volume. So let's say you have just one person or two people, they come in and they top up with a $10 minimum. That would make you an agent. Most people are going to come in with a minimum of $50 now, I think is what they've increased it to. So as soon as you bring one person in, it will put you in as an agent, but you still be at the 5% commission level. That's a commission, but you call it partner income. It's commission level. You see, you can get all the way up to 15% on your commission level at the VIP director, which is down at around the 8th level, which is why they say it. Well, I'm telling you, you can create 9 different accounts to put yourself up here, because as you top up month to month, day to day, this number goes up. Every time this number goes up, especially once you start getting into the thousands, you get a bonus. And as you grow on those NBA bonuses, which NBA bonus is basically a dollar for a dollar. So let's say you get to 150,000 on your top ups. You get to what is that? That's 419,000 on your top ups, and that's within your entire network. You could have 10 people, 100 people, and it may not be this year, but sometime after 2 years, these numbers will start getting into the millions and the tens of millions. You'll be leaving this money on the table. Let's say your group has 262,000 in top-ups, you get a $10,000 bonus into your account that goes into your cash back, and you do whatever. Once your team hits the next level, you get another $20,000 bonus. As your team gets all the way up, you get all these bonuses. It's possible to earn, this is probably about $20-25 million in bonuses from just building the team. As I said, you don't need to build a team, but it's in your best interest to at least build a team of just yourself using 9 different email addresses, and just topping each one of those accounts up with at least $50 just to activate the account. Understand, when you activate those certificates, if you never do top up the account with real money, the money just reverts back to the company, because they were actually the ones that provided the money for the cashback offer. So it's not going to go to, let's say, an upline, to me or whoever my upline is way up here. It just simply reverts back to the company. So there's no rules that say that you can't create multiple accounts. It's just you need to fund each account with at least $10 or $50, depending on what the company's minimum is at the time that you join. So I wanted to cover that. I think that's the main thing I want to cover here. Business. If you have a business and you want to offer cash back to our customers, you can put your business in here. If you wanted to chat with support, you could do that. Assets. I don't know what the assets. Oh, this is when you start getting your bonuses. This is where your NBO. Oh, sorry, I can't even say it. NBO and your PRT and bonuses. This will be right there. You can transfer that into your accounts. I don't know how to do that yet because I haven't built a team, so I haven't gotten any NBO bonuses. That's the purpose of doing this video, is to start building my team. Partners, as I said, I haven't started building a team yet. Well, actually, it looks like I do have one person in there, so probably myself. Let's see. If you want to invite, which anytime you want to bring people in, as I said, use the Blue Brain. Send them your INB link. Just simply copy it, paste it over into a notepad, WordPad, and if you decide you want to build a team, even using yourself as your team, make sure you join using the Blue Brain. Don't just use the Blue Brain. It's just, can't emphasize that enough. I don't know what Vote is over here. News, if you want to keep up with the news, that's all the way from last year. Of course, the company originated in Russia. They had to get out of Russia. That's why they were down for a month. They had to set up new servers, and with 3 million accounts, it took a little over a month to get back up. That's why a lot of this stuff doesn't make sense to me anymore, because it's in different places. Settings, of course, if you want to set up a 2FA security authenticator, you can do that. Sounds, if you want to do that. And of course, the same thing. When you want to get out of the site, just exit out of the site. Let me go over my notes quickly here, make sure I covered everything. Of course, as I said, this is 100% done for you. Of course, affiliate marketing, that's made millionaires back in the day, but things have changed. Back in the days, 1,000 clicks, might cost, let's say, $10 for like, 10,000 clicks. Nowadays, at clicks costing $1, to get 10,000 clicks would cost $10,000. So there's no room in there to play games and, to experiment. If you don't know what you're doing with affiliate marketing nowadays, you could actually go broke or lose a lot of money. MarketBot has eliminated that problem for us because everything is 100% done for us. Just have to ask yourself, do you want passive income? No recruiting, no referrals, no employees, none of that stuff is necessary. But as I said, if you're a team builder, it's there for you to use. If you want to use that $50 certificate, they call it a gift certificate, but it's not. You see, it's a loan certificate. Use that. Just understand that you have to withdraw $100 or more on your first withdrawal, as opposed to the $10. Once you do the $100 withdrawal, then it reverts back to the $10. So it's not $100 forever. It's just the first time. As I explained earlier, when you do top up your balance, it gives you a 10% bonus. So you're actually getting another 10% on top of the 35. And as I explained in the beginning, we're not actually getting 35. In most cases, we're getting about 50, 60, sometimes 70% return on investment on a monthly basis. Also, you're going to note when you top up, it's going to say that there was a maximum of $1,000 to top up. That's $1,000 per occurrence. If you want to top up another 5 minutes later, you can top up another 1,000. There is no maximum amount that you can top up. I see individuals that have $75,000, $100,000 on their ads balance, so there is no limit on that. It's just $1,000 increments. I already took a look at the accounts, and I already went over the net 45, so that everyone knows that you're not going to have, like, your cash balance is going to be a delay from the sales to the time it actually leaves the pending into your cash balance, so you can transfer it wherever you want to transfer it to. Someone asked, can you lose money? Theoretically, yes. If everybody canceled on you for whatever reason, your ad balance has depleted down to zero, but the company has a refund policy account set up. They take a percentage of the money and put it into an account for us to prevent us from actually losing money. So in theory, yeah, you can lose money, but in reality, you can't lose any money. One other important thing, after you join with the coupon, it's going to take 48 to 72 hours or possibly just a little bit longer for the bot to go active and show at work. So make sure you're patient and don't get concerned if it doesn't start right away. Company hasn't taken your money and ran away with it. It just takes time to get you into the system with the bot. Let's see. Of course, you be patient on this. Of course, soon you're going to have built a full-time income. But you see, if you're compounding monthly, that may take 18 months. If you're compounding daily, that may take 2 or 3 months. Just be patient, because after you establish a full-time income, of course, you're going to be building wealth after that point. The main thing is, the quicker you get started, the sooner you are where you want to be. So don't sit around and procrastinate. For we greed people, I've already showed you how we build teams and how you can build a team using 9 email addresses and $50 to basically establish each account, or basically to top off each account. And of course, I said there is no need to build a team. I know I'm going over some of this stuff twice here. Looks like the only thing left to do is really to go over the website here. And you also made emphasis that you get paid off of top-ups, not the actual market bot sales. So your team tops up with 5,000, you get paid your percentage off of the 5,000. The bot may make 100,000 in sales. You don't get paid a percentage off of that. You get paid off the top-ups. All right, went over table 1. And let's simply go over to the website here. Everything on here has a purpose. If you're not following the video, you can read the written presentation right here. If you want to, obviously you need to create an account first. You're going to click on that link to create an account. That's going to take you to an INB to create your account. That's my link, and I'll show you how to change the links and put in there. If you're in America, they take Payeer for like credit cards, but we can't get a Payeer account, so you're gonna have to use a cryptocurrency. So I use Coinbase to buy my cryptocurrency. Coinbase has its own videos in there on how to buy and how to send crypto, so I'm not gonna waste time trying to explain that. You're gonna want to buy $55 worth of Bitcoin, Ethereum, or whichever one is cheapest to send, and send that over to your account to fund your market bot account. If you need money, you don't have any money to get started, simply click on this link here, and it's going to take you over to a different web page, and that's going to take you. Most of y'all have probably seen this page. Once you do this, it's going to take you over to another page where you'll be able to get your hands on some money, especially if you need money to live right now. You don't have time to wait for 12 months, 24 months for MarketBot to accumulate. You want to start making some money right now. If you want a bonus, go in and choose whichever bonus you want. You can choose more than one if you want. And down at the bottom here, it's going to have a box. Just simply put in your name, your email address to send the bonus to, and then just go ahead and submit that. And I think that's basically it. And follow on YouTube. I'll probably do a YouTube video probably every week or so, just to show how my balance grows on a weekly and a monthly basis, so that you can follow along. But you don't want to, I'm sorry, you may be able to hear the garbage truck outside in the background. I work from home, and this mic is kind of sensitive. But you don't want to sit and wait on the sideline and watch somebody else's account grow. You want your account to grow also. So I jump in as soon as possible, but you can follow along with me on YouTube. I think that's about it for this video. If you have any questions, first replay the video. And if you still have any questions, just send me a text or an email, or call me if you need to, or the person that invited you. And of course, thanks for your time. Remember to take your time and watch the video again until you get it. Welcome to the team, and go out and become a 7-figure earner. Talk to you in the next video.